Yeah, the mind state of an architect. I'm building, they sleeping on me like narcolepsy, avoiding the noise so I could course correct. They try and force me left, I'm ambidextrous. Peep how I handle stress. Lately, I've been pressing the issue. My quality clear, they know I'm official.
Welcome back, my name is Kash. If you didn't know already, we're talking about Decorating Time. It's my second album. This track in particular we're talking about is the Boardroom featuring Erik Jerrod. This song, man, is so necessary for me for a lot of reasons. It's just like me talking to myself. It's me really having these epiphanies that I need to stop pressing the issue. I really need to stop with anything, you know what I mean? It could be taken for music, and that's kind of what I go into it for with music. It could be taken to your personal life. I'm gonna try to weave those two different things because I know many of you live with the music and it helps you out, long term with whatever you're going through. You know what I mean? You may not necessarily see the same things that certain artists are going through or live the same lives, but you may connect with something in their story. And that's kind of what I was trying to talk about, was just like, not pressing the issue with a lot of different things that come with wanting to be successful in making these raps. Like a lot of people, and for me personally, we don't waste our time doing this. This is it's fun, something that we love to do, but it's a lot of hard work, time and effort putting into crafting a great album. Just past the rhymes, you know what I mean? It's like what happens after the album. So, pressing the issue on being accepted, pressing the issue on getting the love and stuff like that. Like, that time will come to where it comes in droves from random people. But right now, just celebrate who you are. So that's one of the lines that stick out for me when it comes to overall theme of it. The other theme of my verse in particular is just really just diving in different type of worlds. You know what I mean? I'm a professional. That's where all my money is made in terms of on outside of the music. I got a 9-to-5, just like many of you do. But at the same time, I want to be more transparent in the way that I come across in navigating those fields. You know what I mean? The ups, the downs, the business side of things. And that's where the second part of the song, this hip hop thing, man, is so predatory in terms of just these contracts and things, and how it's so designed to work for free, and I hate that. You know what I mean? Independent artists talk a lot of shit about labels and stuff like that, but independent artists do it to independent artists. And that's kind of what I'm talking about of, doing things for free. What a lot of people don't take into account is a lot of people just like you and me, if you're watching this and you're a fellow artist, is you take time into learning production because you're trying to be a do-it-all type of person, right? Because you don't want to wait on people. You want to get your music out, but you're also trying to get your beats out. If you're a producer, if you're an artist, you take time away from your family and things that you enjoy doing to rap for other people to do features. But most of the time your peers don't even want to pay you, and I hate that occurs. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm talking about in one of the lines, to where people say, hey, you're gonna have to do a lot of things for free when you're first starting out, and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, yeah, I get it, but I don't. How long does free last? When do you feel like you're not supposed to be working for free, and doing all of these things? You know what I mean? So, and I think it comes from the mind state of me already being a professional in one sense, in conquering that craft on one side of me. So when I come into this hip hop shit, it's just like a brand new thing, and I have trouble with dealing with that because, when you have a career outside of hip hop, you feel like, yo, this is wild that this is the way this game actually goes. And on every level, whether you're an independent artist or whether you're signed, that's how it goes. And you have bartering systems and things of that nature. But I feel like artists, producers, graphic design, all of that stuff, you know what I mean? Social media people, I feel like people should be paid. And, if you're a worker, I would rather pay somebody something and work within my budget than to try to get the free. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to appreciate people for doing that. So that's kind of where the line where I go into working for free on this project kind of comes from. But I wanted to get to the hooks and stuff like that. So, you know, we have Chameleonaire on there. He's talking about, you know, kind of just doing audits and stuff like that. And it comes in right after Erik Jerrod's phenomenal verse, man. Like, I like his cadence. First, let me not talk about the hooks. Let me talk about Erik Jerrod's performance on there. His verse is well needed, very necessary on this project. He talks about oppression being rap labels' business model. It's a lot of shit, a lot of fly dude shit, fly talk in there. And that's what I appreciate his contribution for. And yeah, I appreciated his verse just off of that alone, you know. But then when he came back and had such a great performance on there, showed that he's been on the mic for quite some time. If you ever got a chance to check him out, he has like phenomenal artwork. His cover work is dope. His presentation's dope. Just interviewed him on my podcast a couple months ago. So he's moving, man. And I like what he did with that, man. And I want to get back to the hooks and how his oppression, you know, his label's business model. And we all know that. We've seen a lot of the horror stories from the TLCs, and so on, man, in terms of just how people really aren't getting paid what you think they are, and they're in the limelight, so on and so forth, right? But you know, you got Chameleonaire that comes in right after him, and I hope a lot of people already know that, or hope a lot of artists already know about conducting audits, you know, especially when you're working with a label, if you're in the label system, or you know, just in general with your team. If you're an independent artist and you got some movement, you know, auditing yourself, self-auditing. If you have a manager, where's the money going? What are we doing? How are we getting to conquering whatever the plan is? And you know what I mean? And making sure we're not fucking up the money, you know what I mean? So that we can continue to progress. So I think that's important. And last but not least, man, you know, the boardroom is really about walking in different rooms and being able to command the attention as a businessman, being able to speak the language, being able to be well knowledgeable. And even if it doesn't quite feel right, you know what I mean, in terms of just what they're saying, knowing the resources to tap into to be able to come back and make a sound decision, you know what I mean? There's always room for negotiation at the table. And, you know, I think that, you know, with Erik's background, my background, and doing the type of things that we do on a 9-to-5 basis, and other LLCs and businesses that we have outside of our 9-to-5, is just having that wherewithal to be able to walk in different rooms and speak the language and being knowledgeable about the business, you know what I mean, on the come up, you know what I mean? So that's one of the things I wanted to take about that's one of the things I wanted you guys to take away from the boardroom. It's just trying to heighten the awareness of just really being your own boss and really running your music as a brand, as a business, and at all times. I don't care what you're trying to do. I know that's a lot of pressure, but that's kind of what I wanted the takeaway to be, is just to approach your music from a serious aspect when it comes to the business, no matter what type of music you make. So that's track number 4, The Boardroom, featuring Erik Jerrod. Go check out Decorating Time right now. It's about 25 minutes of your time in and out, and I guarantee you're going to spin it back. All right, so we're going to be back real soon with Watch the Work, and that's a solo song by myself, so that'll be episode 5. Peace.
So the timetable to build the infrastructure is much more haphazard.
Fuck the minimum, the goal to get rich. Stay smart, stay vigilant, the streets can get lit. I must admit I'm blessed and favored, like a magnet for this paper. And I've never been a hater, I'm as real as it gets. No modesty,